Long ago, in the heart of the Ebele Forest, there lived a woman the villagers only spoke of in whispers. They called her Nwanemkita, the witch of Ebele. She was never seen in daylight, and yet her presence haunted the lives of those in Oji village. No bird dared to sing near the forest's edge. No child ever strayed beyond the last cassava root. The elders said the trees had eyes and the wind carried secrets. It was believed that if you angered her, your harvest would rot, your child would fall ill, and your dreams would be filled with endless darkness. Yet no one had truly seen her until one dry season when everything began to change. The sun had refused to rise properly for 3 mornings. A strange grey mist clung to the earth like a second skin. Goats gave birth to still kids. Wells began to run dry, and the sacred Iroko tree near the village square cracked straight down its middle. Chief Ogundele summoned the elders. "It is her," he whispered. "Nwanemkita is angry." The oldest elder, Mama Chioma, pounded her staff on the earth. "Someone has trespassed. Someone has entered Ebele uninvited." But no one confessed. 15-year-old Adaora was the daughter of a palm wine tapper. Bright-eyed and brave, she refused to believe in stories meant to scare children. She had always been drawn to the forest, sketching its edges in the red earth, singing to it from a distance. One night, when the moon was thick and full, she followed the trail of a white owl into Ebele. The air turned heavy. The trees whispered in a language she didn't know. Still, she walked deeper. She reached a clearing with a hut built of bones and vines. There, by a fire of blue flame, sat a woman draped in cloth darker than night, with eyes like burning coal. "You have come," the woman said, without turning. "Curiosity always has a price." Adaora's legs trembled, but her voice held firm. "Are you the witch?" "I am what they fear, and what they forgot." Nwanemkita was no ordinary witch. She was once the village healer, betrayed by her own people when their greed poisoned the sacred river. She had warned them, begged them, but they blamed her when sickness came. So she fled into the forest, binding herself to its spirits, vowing to protect it from man's destruction. As Nwanemkita placed her hands on Adaora's eyes, a flood of visions rushed in. Trees weeping sap, hunters killing for sport, elders lying for gain. "What they call a curse," she said, "is only balance." Adaora returned to the village changed. Her voice now carried the weight of winds and the authority of thunder. She stood before the council and spoke the truth. She is no witch. She is the guardian, and it is we who must repent. The villagers didn't believe her at first, but the more she spoke, the more the sky began to lighten. The sick grew strong. The well bubbled again. A peace offering was sent to the forest. Kola nuts, honey, and a new calabash carved with apology. The forest accepted. A tree bloomed overnight at the edge of the village. They called it Adaora's tree, a symbol that even the feared can be misunderstood, and that truth often wears the cloak of myth. To this day, children still fear Ebele Forest, but some brave ones leave little gifts by the edge. Flowers, drawings, or messages written in charcoal. And sometimes, if the wind is just right, a voice can be heard, soft but strong. "Be kind to the land, and it shall be kind to you." And so, the story of the witch of Ebele Forest reminds us that truth is not always loud, power does not always roar, and sometimes the scariest things are simply the most misunderstood. Fear is often rooted in ignorance, and those we label as monsters are sometimes the ones protecting us the most. We must seek truth with open hearts, listen to voices we've silenced, and respect the balance between humanity and nature. When we judge without understanding, we risk destroying the very things meant to heal us. Let us not fear what we do not know. Let us listen, learn, and love with wisdom. Thank you for watching another tale from Tales That Teach African Stories. Ancient wisdom, timeless lessons. I hope this story inspires you, and please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and see you in our next story. Love from Tales That Teach.